Hello everyone, let's start with today's lead code question, which is 1814. Count nice pairs in array. The question says you are given an array nums that consists of non-negative integers. Let us define rev x as the reverse and non-negative integer x. For example, rev123 is equals to 312 and rev120 is equals to 21. A pair of indices I and j is nice if it satisfies all the following conditions. Given the conditions are that I and j must lie in the array and I must be less than j, and the condition that it has to satisfy is nums I plus nums reverse j is equal to nums j plus nums reverse I. So this is the condition, and we are given that return the number of nice pairs of indices. Since that number can be too large, return it in modulo. So this is the last step that we need to add. So let's understand what the question is asking us to do. We'll understand this question with this first example. So this is our array which we need to reverse it. So let's say 20, 42, its reverse is 24, and 11, its reverse is 11 itself, and 1, its reverse is 1 itself, and 97, whose reverse is 79. So if we see that we can form pair of these two numbers, right? 11 plus reverse of 1, which is 1 itself, is equal to 1 plus reverse of 11. Is that true? So yeah, we found our first pair, and then if we see, then we can say that 42 plus 79 is equals to 97 plus 24, because 1 to 1, and this also results in 1 to 1. So we can say that if we look at example number 2, so if we see 13, whose uh, reverse is 31, similarly 10, 1. A normal person in this condition would take all the conditions and check them according to the given condition, isn't it? But there's a way, there's a pattern that I have found, so you can look at that pattern and then cross check this answer with doing the brute force method. But this pattern would help. What we would do here is we would find out the difference between the mm, given number and the reverse of that number. So I would write the reverse things over here. I would write the difference of the reverse over here. So if we consider here, we have three differences that are same, and here we have two differences that are same. So according to that, these two would form a pair. How is this possible? I would explain it to you. So if we take 10 and 76 as our examples, so the first condition would be 10 plus 67, and if we take here, which would be 76 plus 1. So what we would get over here is 77, and here is 77. So did we get the answer which satisfy our condition given in question? Yes, we got that. And if we look at the previous question too, the previous question, if we did that question too with the same method, you would get the answer. I would show you how. So the difference here is 24, and 42 minus 24 is 18, and 11 minus 11 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, and 18. So if we write, so here you can see that the numbers which form a pair have the same number or same difference. You can see that we have already formed pair of 42 and 97 uh, with brute force method, isn't it? And we have checked that thing also, that it gives an answer, and 11 and 1 also forms a pair because their differences are same. In the same way, in this question, we have the differences and we have formed pairs, right? Now 10 and 76 would form a pair. 10 and 76 would form a pair. Now we have three numbers over here. So how would they form a pair? So there is a formula for this, for finding the number of pairs that three numbers would have. So the formula says that n into n minus 1 by 2. Here n represents the frequency of differences. So if we check at our 9, if we check our 9 as a difference, so the frequency of 9 is 2. So we would get 2 into 2 minus 1 upon 2, which would yield us 1. And exactly one pair is there. And if we go to 18, which has frequency of 3, then it would yield us 3 into 2 upon 2, which would give us 3. So there would be exactly 3 pairs, which would be nice number. So in total, we have 3 plus 1, which would yield us the answer as 4. So you can see that in the question of lead code, the answer of that example is 4, and you know now what all are the pairs that we need, right? So this was the whole explanation about the question. Now I will explain you the code. I have written the code and submitted it also. So we would look at the code now. Here we have two functions. First one is reverse function, where we have the basic reverse logic, and then in the next function of nice piece pairs, we are firstly saving the difference the we are firstly saving the differences of the number and their reverses, and then mapping them in an ordered pair, and then we are counting uh, we are counting the frequencies, and then dividing, and then doing the mod of it, because we had this line in the question that said return the number of nice pairs of indices. Since that number can be too long, return it in modulo. So we are doing the same thing. If we don't do this thing, we will get a wrong answer. I will show you. We won't get a wrong answer right now, but it would fail in some of the test cases. Like if I submit this code as it is, it would fail in some of the test cases and we would get a wrong answer. And see, we are getting a wrong answer because the answer was too big. So yeah, that's it. I hope you understand. I would attach the code down below so you may go and check that out too. So thank you for watching.